Welcome to the September 22nd version of the Mass Planner Weekly Hangout, or Weekly Knowledge Share, should I say. We have a special guest on call today, one of the actual developers of Mass Planner. So you guys will be able to ask him, some really good questions and such like that. But hey, we're here. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you guys on Sunday. Ended up going to a Saints football game. So you guys know I love football, American football, and that's what happened. But hey, we're back today. And as I said, we have a special guest on the call. So you'll be able to ask various questions that you may have about Mass Planner. I'll ask as many questions as I can, but we'll just get it going. Milo, is that you?
Hi, George. Yes, I'm here.
How's it going, man?
It's going good, thanks. And you?
It's going beautiful. I'm glad to have you on the call. And, as always, it's really good to talk to you guys.
Yeah, same here. I've seen
Hey,
you've been busy this couple of weeks.
well, yes, lots of traveling. I had a death in the family. And so I needed to travel to one area of the States to get family and then travel to take them back. And, just a lot of different things going on. But everything is okay now. So just glad to
Okay.
be here. And thanks
Sorry
for
to hear
automation. So you guys could, keep me going as I'm, having this things automated through Mass Planner.
that. Yeah, our pleasure. And sorry to hear that. Hope everything is okay with you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And everything is, I really appreciate that. You asked me what I wanted to go over today on the call. And I thought maybe it's better if I just look at some of the new things that you guys have added recently and just go through them and see what, how they work, and also how you guys, like what you guys have planned to like make them better. Because I know a lot of things, they come out and they're like in a beta format, but then later on you guys change things around and it's like, okay, we've tested it. This is much better. What type improvements or such like that you guys may have. So let me share my screen right quick.
Yeah, that's quite a good idea as we haven't added the tutorials for the latest tools. So this should come in handy to everybody.
Okay, great. Desktop. And guys, if you don't have Mass Planner already, hopefully most of you that are listening to the call have Mass Planner. Links will be provided to you. If you're watching this either on my page, my blog page, or if you're watching it, I don't know, via the internet, just look for. Let's see. I think I have my link here somewhere. Boom. If you're seeing my screen, you should be seeing my links, or you should see my Mass Planner page. But go ahead, guys, and if you don't have Mass Planner already, just going to give you a quick link to get to it. It's massplanner.com/? That is AP_ID equals GPrice883. I would really appreciate you guys joining me as I'm giving you guys this valuable information that the Mass Planner team is about to share with us. Right now, I think you guys are, what is it, Milo, like around maybe 2,000 users of the software right now?
Yeah, something like that. It's hard to have an exact number because a lot cancel the trial, come back later, so it's not constant, but something like that, yes.
Okay. And guys, I mean, I'm going to tell you, having 2,000 users and knowing like how everything started and knowing that I started with these guys kind of sort of back in 2014, 2,000 users is awesome because I look at that amount. It's kind of like the right amount that's manageable in a sense. And it's also the right amount to get suggestions, ideas on, adding new things to the software. Because recently I noticed we've been getting a lot of users from the, what is it, My Likes community, and not My Likes community, from the Follow Liker community. And a lot of those guys have, some great suggestions on what to add to Mass Planner, how to use it and such like that. And so I've been kind of like, making a lot of feature suggestions and such like that to the team based on what I've been getting from the Follow Liker crew. But as you can see here now, also, the Mass Planner group that we have on Facebook has right at 2,138 members, which is pretty awesome. And that's almost congruent with the amount of users that Mass Planner, the software, has right now. And that's not saying that all the users of Mass Planner are in the group or anything like that. It's just saying that, kind of like the group growth as well as the Mass Planner user growth is growing at the same time. I spend lots of time on different forums, Black Hat World being one of them, and I know a lot of times I try to redirect those guys to Facebook and to see us in the group. So if you'll notice a lot of times the information that you get in the group is not just your typical okay, use the software this way type mumbo jumbo. It's a lot of information that is that's well used within different niches, different lines of career paths and such like that. There are some guys that use black hat methods, which a lot of people don't approve of, but there are other people that use normal white hat methods, which are very safe, and you don't have to worry about your account or anything like that being banned because everything is good to go. Um, I I have to say, guys, I mean, like everything that I've learned basically about social media marketing has come from using this tool. Mass Planner has taught me so much, and I'm thankful that I could have like met the guys in the beginning stages so that I could actually grow with Mass Planner and learn how to use such a powerful tool. Because if right out the box, it's very powerful. And I remember in the beginning we had a lot of people that had a bit of auto posting experience. They were getting banned, and the reason why they were getting banned was simply because Mass Planner is such a powerful tool. They would just set it, increase the settings, timings and such like that, and get banned. And I remember, Milo, you remember at the beginning, lots of people were complaining about it. But now we're getting more educated users, and that's coming from the Black Hat world and different areas like that, that are able to use the software and teach us how to use the software so that you're not getting banned. There are less bans. There are less, people complaining about, the software is doing this and causing whatever errors and such like that. A lot less of that now, because as you can see with the Mass Planner group, the team, they're really on our questions. Like we ask a question immediately, Cypher, Daniel, Jane at one point was answering questions, but I hear that she's not doing that anymore because she's handling other, issues with Mass Planner because the software and the team is growing. But the group serves to be a place where, you really can get answers quickly. People in the group will try to help you, but if we don't have the answer, I always recommend that you guys send an email to admin@massplanner.com. That way the developers and the guys that actually or creating the software and building it out to be a better software for everyone can see those answers and see those requests that you guys have. I also mentioned earlier, using the application, if you go to the dashboard of Mass Planner, okay, and that's pretty much the main screen you're going to get, look at this contact support module, okay? And from the contact support module, you have it'll have your email address automatically, okay, whatever you're registered to Mass Planner with. If you're sending a request, okay, a feature request, you have a drop down menu here where it says select the category, okay, and you can select one of these options. I don't recommend sending your logs all the time, and the reason why is because you don't need to. Okay, if you're going to send your logs, it's going to be a heavier file. Okay, and if you have a lot of things going on with Mass Planner, like a lot of campaigns and different things like that, that file can be a pretty big size. So only if you're sending maybe bugs and such like that, some installation issues, you might want to send your logs. Other than that, you shouldn't need to send your logs at any point. Okay, I know by default that option is checked. Milo, actually, if you guys could that option be like by default unticked? Because I know like sometimes I often send my logs by mistake just because that option is ticked. Is there an option to have that
Yeah.
unticked so you don't send the logs automatically?
Yes, we could do that. We chose to make it by default checked because many people wanted to send the logs and forgot to check that box. But maybe you're right and should be by default unchecked. I'll make a note of that.
Okay, thank you. I mean, it's just I mean, I know my account, for instance, this is my test account, by the way, or my test setup, should I say? But my with my main setup, having this box checked by default, like recently, like, as I said, I've sent a lot of feature requests, and when sending those feature requests, there's no need to send the logs. That's like I don't know how big the file size can be, but sometimes it seems like it probably can be up to like 1 megabyte of information, and that's 1 megabyte of information that I don't really need to send and put on you guys server, and I don't need to be sending from my computer also. So
Yeah,
that's just my reason for saying that.
that's a good idea. We'll try and do that.
Okay. So also, guys, I want to go right into it. So not to keep Milo here too long. I know we're on different time zones and such like that. What time is it for you right now, Milo?
Uh, 10 and 10 p.m.
Oh, 10 p.m. Wow, it's 2
Yeah.
p.m. Central Time. So we're gonna make this really, really quick. I want to just go over the new feature request. Milo, if you have anything that you want to point out about the feature request, I can let you take over this part,
You mean about the new features coming, or
or that we have already that have been recently added that you may want to give like a bit more information that's other than that's in the what's new section, here.
well, there's actually a lot because as you can see, we've done a lot for Instagram.
Hmm.
We want to do everything we can about it. We're actually working now on a repost feature for Instagram
Okay.
because there isn't such a thing. For example, on Facebook, you can just click share on a post and it's shared on your page or wall or wherever you want. But on
Right.
Instagram, you don't have something like this because they don't provide it. So we're trying to make it manually.
Okay.
Um, so that's about Instagram. About I don't know, the spin module, for example, we've recently introduced is quite helpful, I think, for a lot of people, especially if you post to more than one group.
Yes, yes, yes. I actually plan to do a video on that soon because I know quite a few people had questions about it. Initially, I was a bit puzzled by it, but I think I pretty much understand. I read you guys your information on your blog, so I'm just going to go through that and make a quick video on it so that I can show others how to use it. But yeah, definitely the spin module is highly needed. I think Stephen Davies requested to have it added to like more features like Pinterest or something like that.
I'm not sure I saw that request. Where exactly does he
I,
need
I,
it
I
to
think
be?
he may have put it in the group, and I've been trying to direct a lot of people to using the contact module on the application as opposed to using the group as a as a way to make requests because it doesn't make sense to make the request in a group. I mean, sometimes Cypher gets to forward them, but yeah, I'd rather them just send it through the application. That way, you guys get it immediately.
Yeah, the application would be great because that way you can centralize everything.
Right, right, right. Okay, okay. I'll find some way to have that redirected. I think there may be some buttons or something we can use, like with the new Facebook changes and such like that, that
Yeah, well,
allows you to forward things to the group, to you guys
ideally,
directly.
ideally, all the users should just send them directly to us
Okay,
and use the group for teaching others or learning different stuff, not for because it just takes up space and doesn't really help people.
okay, 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 okay. Gotcha, gotcha.
Maybe we can have a post from time to time with some of the feature requests that people asked for and make a vote to see which ones we should introduce first. But
Is
besides
there a
that,
way to share a post like that from the blog? Like you have those. Could you put something like that on your blog and just share that in a group?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
So if you make a post like that on your blog about the features that you want and have a gauge of which requests are getting more votes, and then just basically have that shared in the group as a post. You know how you can share things on your fan
Yeah,
page,
yeah,
and just as a post to share in the group. That way, as people make their votes, it'll be a clickable image link, of course, and whenever they want to vote, it'll take them directly to the page. So that way, everything is centralized to the blog.
yeah. We should try that.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about that with a couple of my posts as well, just to have everything go back to the blog, but be able to be seen within groups and such like that.
Yeah, that's quite a good idea because you'd have track of it after that, not
Right,
lose
correct,
it.
correct, 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 correct.
Okay, and I don't know, we've done a lot of improvements. Lately, Facebook has done a lot of updates and small things broke, so we needed to update that.
Hmm.
As you can see, we've also added the extra modules tab in the
Yes.
tools menu because we had a lot of requests about how people can buy those modules and they
Hmm.
didn't know how to go to the site and buy it from there, so we thought it should be easier from here.
Okay.
We're also thinking about moving the uh, payment options here as well and not only
Right.
on the site
I'm
because
I'm
it would
looking
be
at this and I'm
easier.
thinking maybe just it says extra modules, and this doesn't list the modules. but
because you
under
already have
my
them.
account, it lists the actual modules. So maybe like the same thing, but just with the prices on the side of it, so that way they can see. And then the information that you have about the 15% off and such like that.
Well, if you didn't have the modules, they would be here
It would
listed
be
and
listed.
with,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and with prices and with a shopping cart and with a click that goes to PayPal. Everything is here, but because you already have them, they're
Ah,
not listed.
sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm a bad demonstration. So as Milo said, if you didn't have certain modules, they would be listed here.
Yeah, it's
Um,
completely functional.
okay. Let me ask you this as well. I mean, this is something a bit advanced, but as they tick modules, because of course could it be like a cart added within here?
Yeah, there is a cart added there.
Okay, so it adds the total as they tick on the different
Yeah,
modules.
exactly. It calculates
Awesome,
the
awesome,
total. It
awesome,
calculates the discount. It's
awesome.
redirects you to PayPal and tells you on how to pay.
Oh man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and we want to do the same with the subscription because this is only for extra modules.
Hmm.
And if you want, many people or some of the people don't have a subscription and just make direct payments through
Right,
PayPal.
right.
So if when they need to make
Renew.
another license, renew the license, yeah, they need to go to the website. So we want to put that here as well, so they don't need to go to the website and lose time with that.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome information. Awesome, 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 awesome. You know what? Let's do this, man, because I really want to make this video something that I know like our Mass Planner current users are, excited about using it and such like that. But I want to make this something that, not only is good for now, but excellent for later as well. Because like I said, there are a lot of other competing softwares out there that, they're Facebook posters, they're, what have you. But I want to make it known, what Mass Planner really does that just blows all the other ones out of the water. I mean, of course, there's some things that Mass Planner needs to be added, and we get those requests all the time. But for the main point, when I first started using Mass Planner, I came from Facebook group posting, and there will be a lot of people that may be listening to this, this call, this information, and feeling like, yeah, that's all I want it for is to post in Facebook groups. Well, that's great, but the thing about Mass Planner that is so awesome is that it's not just for Facebook groups, which, I haven't posted in Facebook groups in I have no idea how long. I think it's been since April or something like that I've actually done Facebook group posting. But the beautiful thing about Mass Planner is that, I'll click on add profile here. It allows you to have Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Instagram all in like one little application. All right. Like most applications will offer you Facebook. They may offer you Twitter. They may offer you something for Instagram. And there are some softwares that offer you, a combination of almost all of these, but not quite as many. And they cost a lot more. And not only do they cost a lot more, you have those programs out there that cost like this one-time fee of $50 and then it's done and over with. I mean, right now on this Hangout, I mean, I'm just a user of Mass Planner, so I use it just like everyone else. But on this Hangout, I have one of the developers, the actual developer of the software Mass Planner. So the questions that I'm asking him these questions because he can make changes to the software. It's not like I'm sending you to a person that, can absolutely do nothing. They can take your suggestions and be like, oh, yeah, that sounds great. Well, this guy can actually make these changes. And I've been here for like a year using the software, and there have been so many changes. As a matter of fact, I go back to my dashboard, and it's funny because this is version 2 of Mass Planner. Version 2.0 started in January last year. And as you can see, let me see how far down I can go. Just from myself, others that have come from other software applications and such like that, like we don't even have the dates anymore. That's how many updates have been made to the software. Okay, version 1, it was a little more primitive, and I look at the new version now, and it's just like, wow, it's like night and day, like literally the look between the two softwares. But like really, it's the guys do lots of work, and I get lots of requests in the group about things need to change. They need to change this now, they need to do this now. But guys, when you see all the work that these guys do, I mean, like look at this: fixed contact support issue, internal server error. Okay, this is contact support right here. So there's obviously an issue within the application of sending you guys like information, but the team fixes things like this. And look at the dates. I mean, like no other software that I know of goes through. This is the 9th of March, 12th of March, 14th of March, 15th of March, and you see version number updates each and every time. That's how much care you get with an application like Mass Planner, as opposed to these other softwares that are, that claim to be the best, do everything you need for them, for you, and it really does nothing. I mean, I can go on and on, raving about the software, but I just will tell you, I mean, like you heard me say, I had a bit of time where I was off and doing a few things, but having this software enable me to just automate everything. Like, I don't have all of my, things set up and such like that at the moment. Like, I have a blog, a personal blog, and with Mass Planner, I'm allowed to share my blog information on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, Google Plus, LinkedIn, all at one time, like one shot. All right, by making a simple campaign and having the destination list set up as those different destinations. I can also grow my accounts, like my Facebook account, my Instagram account, my Pinterest account. I can grow all of these accounts. Like, you look at these numbers, all right, like my Facebook account, most people, yes, you want to have around, like 5,000 friends. I don't really use my Facebook account in that way. I kind of want to have like a nice little tight grouping of people that are within my niche and I understand exactly what I'm getting into. That's what I want to have. My Google Plus account, I still haven't even touched the surface on Google Plus or Mass Planner. Okay, I started playing around with it a little bit like recently, but this 582 guys, this is going to grow like quickly. My Twitter account, this is at 1,000 users. These are 1,000 organic users that I've created or generated using Mass Planner. Pinterest, 3,200 followers. I mean, this is what this software does for you. LinkedIn, I don't really use that. I'm just going through telling what I use and what I don't use. The main things that I use a bit of Instagram, okay, and I use a bit of Facebook. Facebook is the main thing that I use. Twitter is it's automated to like no end. I mean, the way that I mean that it's automated, I have RSS feeds going into to Twitter to blast stuff out to get people follow me. Pinterest, pretty much the same thing. It's automated. LinkedIn, it hasn't been automated just yet, and also Google Plus hasn't been automated just yet. But the things that I do automate, which is like you see here with these followers on Instagram, and you also see the followers on Pinterest, those are like automated things, okay? And this is what out of the box Mass Planner can do for you, with following, unfollowing, like I said, follow, like, or those type programs. That's what it's about when you start getting into, auto posters and such like that. There are a ton of other things that you can do with it, okay? And everyone always asks, immediately when they get into the group, like, how can I make money? How can I monetize this and that, using Mass Planner? Well, there are tons of ways of doing it, but understand all backgrounds, all niches will not work the same. So what works for one person may not work for another. My suggestion when you get this software, when you start using this software, is to start just simply building your accounts. I can give you a hand with that. You can ask others in the group. That's one thing that everybody will tell you how to do is build your accounts, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, what have you. Okay. When you get into how to make money, that's a very difficult question. And it's a question that I'm going to be quite honest with you. If a person is making a lot of money, they're not always going to tell you how to make money, simply because they feel that less money will be given to them, which is not always true. But hey, that's just the way it is. I'll be very honest with you. All right. So this software, guys, it's hands down. I mean, like, whatever you need, if you're looking to automate your social media, output and such like that, to brand yourself. I've been able to brand myself. I've been able to brand my blog. I've been able to like just put a lot of things out there just from using this software for the amount of time that I've been using it. So I'm going to stop on my tangent and I'm going to go through some of the quick tools or, things that have been updated as far as tools, which are things that probably the average user, the average software will not be able to do. One thing that I do want to go over, and I'm going to show you guys, is Instagram. Okay. If you guys are big on Instagram, and I haven't done this just yet, I'm going to let Milo kind of like preface this a little bit, or, give us a little bit more information. We have the create accounts module. Okay. And what this thing does, guys, is it allows you to create an Instagram account. Okay. And they've recently added the option of adding a picture, an image to your Instagram account creation. So like one of the things was like, you have softwares out there that will create an Instagram account, or maybe they won't. Then you have the software out there, like initially Mass Planner was able to do, was create an Instagram account, but you couldn't modify any of the images and such like that with it. Well, the last thing really was the image modification, was being able to add a profile picture. Now you create an Instagram account using Mass Planner. Okay. And this is kind of like Black Hat-ish, Not really. But I'm going to tell you, if you're doing any type of affiliate marketing, okay, and you claim that being black hat is wrong, well, if you're an affiliate marketer, it's smart of you to have multiple accounts for one thing. Okay. That's just hands down the way it is. All right. Whether they're fictitious accounts or what have you, you need to have multiple accounts for one thing. The reason being is because you need to do testing. Okay. You need to find out if this advertisement works, if this picture works, if this works, or that works. You need to have testing. And that's where multiple accounts come in. Okay. So you'll have an account A, an account B, account C. I don't suggest doing it that simple, but you'll have these accounts set up. All right. Once you set all these different accounts up, then you can do your testing to see which works best in whichever niche. Okay. So if you're doing something, say for instance, I'm not going to even go make money online. I'm going to go with couponing. Okay. If you're doing couponing, okay, you want to be able to have 3 different advertisements of the same type coupon to know which one attracts people more. Okay. That's what all of this is about. And that's why, you have a module on Mass Planner, which is called Create Accounts, so that you can create these multiple accounts to make your life a little bit easier. Okay. When doing this, people will charge you for Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts, all these different things. But you have a software here that's allowing you to make these things right out of the box. Okay. This module here, let me make sure. Milo, the Create Accounts module is a paid module, correct?
Yes, it's a paid module, but it's currently still in beta testing, so it's available for everybody.
Until the 30th of September. Look at this, guys.
Yes.
So until the 30th of September, I mean, you have, okay, here goes. You have 5 days to test Mass Planner out, all right, off the bat. And that gives you 5 days. You get, are we still giving away the, what is it, 2 accounts per, or how are you guys doing that when they sign up?
Yeah, 2 accounts for each platform and 4 accounts for each platform if they get the 6-month subscription or license.
Okay. So guys, this is how it goes. Mass Planner monthly costs you $9.95. All right. That gives you 2 Instagram accounts if you have them, 2 Facebook accounts if you have them, 2 Twitter accounts if you have them, 2 Pinterest accounts if you have them, 2 Google Plus accounts if you have them, and 2 LinkedIn accounts if you have them. Okay. You can set up 12 different accounts using Mass Planner right out of the box. So I just told you about split testing and all that stuff. You have that. That's $9.95 a month. All right. When you first start out, Mass Planner will give you 5 days free to try the software out. Okay. After the 5 days, the 6th day, of course, you'll be, entitled to pay. You'll need to make sure that you have PayPal. And if you don't have PayPal, on the site, they have where you can sign up for PayPal, and you'll have to link your credit card to it and do it that way. If you don't have PayPal, you don't have a way to set it up. I'm sorry, guys. The team was, helping guys out in the past. I'm not going to take them through all that trouble. Just get PayPal. Everyone most likely has it because you want to get paid, and you get paid online through PayPal, which is common. Just get it, sign up for it, and be done. If you decide,
there's an option to pay by credit card, but it still goes through PayPal. But you don't need to create an account if you don't want to. The thing is that you can't create a subscription like that. You only can pay directly. So you pay for 6 months, you need to pay again, but you can pay by credit card and not create an account if you don't want to.
Okay, so if they're doing that, how is it that they're alerted when the 6 months, is it the team that alerts them, or is it, because like I know with PayPal, I think PayPal alerts you or something like that. I forget how it goes.
The subscription, if you create a subscription via PayPal, it automatically pays at that time. But if you make a direct payment, you need to check. So in my account, it says how many days you have left, and you need to see that. I think it gives you a heads up like 3 days before.
Okay. Good.
To remind you, yeah.
Good. All right, so there you go. You have an option to pay with your credit card as well. The other option, as I was telling you guys, I mean, I just gave you the breakdown of the monthly plan. Okay, if you guys were to go with, you said, you know what, this software is awesome, I love it, it's doing everything I needed to do. George has shown me a way to build my Instagram account to 1,000 users within a week, and I will show you that. And I'm already there. It's like within 5 days, and this guy has me there. So what do I do next? All right. Well, if you decide you want to upgrade, or if you decide you wanted to, just go ahead and go with the 6-month plan, which is what I usually do, because 6 months to me, it makes more sense. You know, I'm a marketer. There are some months where, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, where's the money for this 9.95? Where's the money for this, you know, what have you? We all have those problems. So for me, I usually like to go with the 6 month or as long as possible plan, so that I only have to pay 2 times a year, and that's only $44.95. The one great thing about Mass Planner 2 is if you pay the $44.95 for 6 months, just to let you know really quick, you'll get 4 accounts for each social profile. So there'll be 4 accounts for Facebook, 4 accounts for Instagram, 4 accounts for Twitter, 4 accounts for Google Plus, 4 accounts for Pinterest, 4 accounts for LinkedIn. Wow, that's a lot. That's 24 accounts, guys. I mean, if you can't, you know, figure out some kind of way to grow your networks, okay, learn how to take an affiliate offer and share it with all of those networks, okay, or your blog link or what have you to generate traffic with 24 accounts or 24, you know, yeah, basically 24 accounts. I have no clue what you're doing. And if you're listening to me, you're spreading the word with either 12 accounts or 24. Okay. You may not have all of them, but you're spreading the word. So just think about yourself. You're multiplying yourself times 12, or you're multiplying yourself times 24. Okay. And making all those people and just spreading the word out. So whatever you are doing by yourself online, this software does it all for you. Okay. And that's the main thing for it. Yes, it takes a little bit to set it up, but it's very, 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 very simple. And that's what Milo was saying the group is for, you know, so that we can instruct you guys how to use the thing. There's also videos that both I've created, also the Mass Planner team has created, you know, so you guys can learn how to use it right out of the box. One other thing I wanted to say to you guys, I wanted to show you really quick, is probably my most favorite feature. Hold on one second. So, showed you guys how to do that. Statistics. All right. So guys, here you can see, I really haven't done anything with this account here. I mean, I haven't really posted or such like that, because this is my test account. But the reason why I like this so much is because it's like, if you have like multiple accounts set up for this thing, and you once you start seeing your numbers go up, like you see daily, you're posting like, you know, like, and you don't have to do this. You're posting on Twitter and you're posting on Facebook and you're posting on Instagram. These gauges let you know exactly what's going on. Okay. And as you leave and you go and do other things, you enjoy your day, you enjoy, you know, what's going on, and you come back and you look at your stats and your numbers are up there, and you see engagement, you look at your short links, you look at all these things, you see all this engagement. Guys, it really lets you know that your business, okay, has been automated. Your tasks have been automated. And not only have they been automated, but then when you look at the numbers and, you know, like the clicks to your blog and different things like that, you start understanding like, wow, I really am making, you know, some kind of like monetization with this, just from the software that cost me $9.95 or $44.95 for 6 months, that I took and George showed me how to use, and boom, I'm there. You know, I went to the Facebook group for Mass Planner and I asked a few questions, and boom, I'm there. It's very, 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 very simple, guys. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let Milo go because it's probably about like what, 10:34 your time now.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, and
Yeah,
I want to
exactly.
I want to go over let's see, what do I want to do? I want to go over a tip for you guys. Oh, you know what? There was something else that you guys added recently as well. If you're on LinkedIn, okay, the team just added the profile viewer beta version. I haven't went into the exact timing settings and such like that, and usually I do that. I go into the timing settings because I want to know exactly what limits there are before you get banned from different networks and such like that. And, you know, if I tell you something, maybe it works for me once again, but it doesn't always work for you. So definitely, you know, check on your own. But this is an awesome little tool for LinkedIn. Okay, so the profile viewer. So basically what you do is you put in some keywords here. Okay, social media, entrepreneur, what have you. Okay, and then you go ahead and start the profile viewer. One thing that I kind of am a bit skeptical about is, and Milo, maybe you can answer this. So when I'm using this profile viewer, okay, it's kind of like, break this down to me. So it says to like visit their profile or visit each profile 3 times.
Yes,
Like,
but
what
you
is the
don't.
purpose of those?
only if you want to revisit the same profile. But the idea with the profile viewer is that on LinkedIn, if you visit somebody's profile, on their main page, they will be shown there that you have visited their profile. So if
Okay.
they're active users, they'll see that there, and they'll come back to your profile to see who you are and how come you visited their profile, and maybe connect back with you, or I don't know. So it's a first step to create more leads and more interaction. So if you want, you can set it to visit somebody's profile 3 times. So if the same person will see you 3 times visiting their profile during a week, they'll remember you and they'll come and maybe interact with you.
Okay. All right.
So
And also, you have selected here. So I like this part here. So extract second connections, extract third connections. So basically, you're looking at these profiles, okay, and you look at the profiles which are the first connection of yourself. Like any
uh,
friends that you have, it looks at those friends and then extracts people under them, or it extracts people throughout LinkedIn using these
throughout
keywords.
LinkedIn, but LinkedIn automatically categorizes them in second and third connections. Second connection basically means that you have a friend in common.
Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
I got
and
it. I got
third
it.
connection, they're on the third level.
I got it. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So
Makes
if
sense.
you have a friend in common and you visit their profile, they'll be more inclined to visit back and connect with you. And on LinkedIn, you can have as many friends as you want, connections as you want.
Mhm.
So it's good to get as many as you can. It's not
Okay.
like Facebook where you're limited to 5,000 friends.
Right. 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 And for the keywords, do we know if it's pretty much, I guess, like, oh, you know what? Let's do this. And guys, this is thanks Milo for teaching me this. But whenever you're inside of an account or whenever you're inside of tools, if you just tick here where it says where you have the account name, you see I have George Price 883 LinkedIn. You tick on the text, and what'll happen is it'll open up the embedded browser of that LinkedIn account, as you see coming here. Okay, and that way you don't have to like go all the way to your like social profiles or anything like that. This only works under tools. Okay, it doesn't work for like campaigns and such like that. Only under tools you will see this. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up my account here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I was going to ask Milo about the keyword selection. But before I asked that question, I wanted to make sure that I myself did a decent little check here to see if to answer the question on my own, basically. So instead of doing like hashtags is what I was going to ask, if it has to be like space separated or if it has to be one word together. So I'm searching for social media, people under social media. I'll do something like this. Okay. And I see it shows their information like this, social media strategist. And also, guys, one thing that I've been learning, okay, and this is because I've been doing a bit of keyword research. If you're searching for things online, okay, especially Google and stuff like that, I just typed in social media. Look at words like this that hang on. That becomes kind of like a long tail keyword, okay? So social media strategist also, again, is common. Social media cafe, if you wanted to, you know, interact with people, you know, that had like clubs or groups or such like that. Social media consultant. Um, Use these different tips when you're doing your keyword research. So now what I may do is search for a social media strategist, if I could spell. Okay, so not that much there. I can't even spell, can I? Social media. Oh. Okay, so social media strategist and okay, so that's going to be one of my keywords, social media strategist. That should be pretty good. And this guy is gonna put you with people that are in the social media space that are obviously strategists. One other keyword I'm going to do is management or manager. There you go. Okay. So live, you're getting a bit of knowledge here and some of you haven't even bought the software. Thank you. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to change this. We're not going to do a lot of these, but we're going to change this right quick to probably 30 and 30 or 45, sorry. And we're going to extract between, let's go high. Let's go 25. I haven't researched these guys. I'm going to research it later. So let's just do 18 and 25. Revisit profile. All right. These defaults of 3 should be fine. Revisit, that should be fine. Visit a maximum of how many profiles? I'm going to leave this at 300 for now, because I have to do a little bit more research. But I'll go ahead and click Start Profile Viewer just to show you guys how it works. Okay, I did something wrong. Specify at least one input keyword plus options. Okay, where did I screw up? Use a comma to separate keywords inside a pair. A random pair will be chosen each time. Am I only supposed to use one keyword?
No, I'm not sure what the error is here. It should be fine.
Maybe I did. You know what I did? I didn't click add input.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone, you understood what I didn't do. And this is funny because another user had this issue last week, but I had to click add input. All right, so now we're going to click it again. Start Profile Viewer. Okay, and you see 2:35 p.m. It's doing its extractions now.
Show the embedded browser to see how it's doing.
Okay, so I'm looking at the embedded browser now. Gonna maximize this to show you guys what's going on. Oh, actually, let me untick Enable Manual Browsing to let this occur. Hopefully it's not finished yet. Oh, okay, there it goes, there it goes. All right, so guys, what the embedded browser does is basically every action that I've just submitted to Mass Planner, you're seeing happen live here within the embedded browser. So if you ever have questions about, okay, what's going on here, what is blah 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 blah, this is showing you what Mass Planner is actually doing. All right, so you should see here in a second, it's going to click on one of these and say connect. Oh, Indeed.com, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, and it's taking you to a person's profile. Good looking guy in New York City. You can see some of the things that he does. Look at those websites.
Well, that's basically what it does. It views the connection. It doesn't click connect or something like that.
Okay.
We're thinking about implementing that as well. If you want to connect to different people like that.
So right now what it's doing is it's basically stalking.
Something like that, yeah, because they enable you to do that because they show you who's stalking you.
Right. No, I get it. That makes perfect sense. I get it. Okay. So we're stealth mission bombers here, guys. Or stealth bombers here, guys. So okay, so that makes sense though, because as Milo said, okay, we'll look at these profiles, and this is a great way to either one, find a full-time job, because hopefully some of these people within the social media niche will contact me and ask me what my skills are. I can explain them, and maybe we'll have something going on there. Or it's a simple way of finding other social media marketers, at-home workers like yourself, okay, that you can connect with. And probably I picked social media marketing, and this is the one thing that one reason why I didn't use LinkedIn for a while, is because LinkedIn, seriously guys, is a place for professional workers. And I'm not saying that work at home people are not professional in that sense, but if you want to get a job tomorrow, LinkedIn is the place to be. I mean, it's just that simple. And
I think this is a little hyped. Yes, that's how it started, but you can use LinkedIn just to get leads or to sell your software or to sell your service. Quite good, actually. There are a lot of, for example, website designers or SEO service providers that use LinkedIn very successfully to get sales and leads. Because
Okay. Okay.
even if they are businessmen, they need stuff, and
Right. 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 Right.
it's simply a question of reaching the right individual that needs something from you.
Hmm.
So it's
And
not
that's
only
kind of like
about
it's
finding a job.
well, true, but I think my thing is the combination of the two being there because a lot of like say for instance a social media strategist, okay, a social media manager is the same job title that an actual person working at Hewlett Packard or something like that would have, but an at home social media manager is totally different. If you understand what I'm saying. So that's the reason why, like I said, it's kind of like a fine line between the two of them. I definitely agree with you. It has changed, and there are a lot more at home types on here. But as far as clarifying that and zero in on that target, it will take a bit of work because I like me just putting social media strategists in there is kind of like a broad search term, unless I put like at home or something like that, and
Yeah, but
maybe people won't put that in there.
they don't need to be at home. That's what I'm saying. Because even if he works at a big company, and for example, I contact him to sell him Mass Planner, he might be interested in it and might just buy Mass Planner, and I made the sale. He doesn't need to work at home. He doesn't need anything. So you see, you can just interact with people that need what you have to sell or to offer or your service.
Right, understood. I see what you're saying. I mean, I understand what you're saying because you're saying it from a sales perspective, and I understand. So you're basically, I'm just here to sell you something. I'm not here
Yeah,
to get
something
any other
like that.
offers from you.
Because he's in the same field as me, and maybe he's interested in this. Maybe I'm doing
Right.
him a favor.
Okay. So wow. I said 5, right? So let me see if let me minimize this for a second, and let's see if we have any results thus far. Yep. Wow. Look at their results. Okay. So so far it's did 30.
No, it extracted 30 profile, but views it only did the
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Because I see it extracted 30 people. So
yeah.
okay, so this in a sense is the is scraping.
Yes, something like that. But basically, the whole Mass Planner is scraping with a lot of tools, but unlike traditional software, it doesn't show you the list of scraped individuals and makes you use it in some other way, but it keeps it in the background and just simply uses it.
Okay. 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 Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So let me go back to the settings.
So you can
Okay.
see here it extracted 30 profiles and you have 0 views because it hasn't finished yet and it hasn't updated that. Once it's finished viewing the profiles, it will update that number as well.
Well, yeah, I see some of them actually. It did. You see some of
Yeah,
them.
but it didn't finish the whole cycle of.
Oh yes, yes, the whole cycle.
Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
yeah.
Correct. Correct. All right. Cool. This is awesome. All right, guys. So that's how that portion works for LinkedIn. Let me minimize this. Boom. Awesome. 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 All right. So the next thing I want to do, and you know what? Actually, 250. I really don't want to give anything else away, Marlo. I think I want to just make them salivate. I mean, okay. So that's LinkedIn. I haven't set anything up on this profile for Instagram. At the moment, which would you say are most popular modules? I would say probably the LinkedIn Create module, the Unlimited module probably is one, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Many people prefer that.
So just to buy like an unlimited amount of accounts that you
Yeah.
can
Well,
set up. So
actually, there's there's an even number of most of the modules, because everybody
Hmm.
is more inclined to using one platform over another,
Hmm.
and most of the modules are for one or another platform.
Let me ask you this, okay? And this is something that I've seen spread around a bit over in the Black Hat World Forum. Um, $70 unlimited. That's for unlimited accounts. That's not like $70 one-off fee for Mass Planner. That's like $70 for those unlimited accounts. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Because it kept confusing me. Like they're like, oh, I want the 70, and they even came into the group a few times saying that they wanted the $70 version of Mass Planner, and I'm like,
Yeah, we get
do you
that a
guys
lot.
know something I don't?
Someone might have must have written something like that somewhere, and a lot got confused. But no, the regular subscription is the regular subscription, which enables us to continually add new features and improvements and bug fixes and a lot of support, because we get a lot of support tickets every day.
Mhm.
And one-time payment for the modules, it's totally different. We get asked the question, why not one-time payment for the software? But if you look at most of the softwares out there, the one-time payment softwares usually die after 1, 2, maximum 3 years,
Yeah,
because the sales drop and the developers
so what's
aren't
the support?
interested in continually updating something that doesn't pay them anymore.
Right, correct. That makes sense. No, I mean, man, listen, I love this software. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Um, let's see, where are we? Where are you guys? I know the users of Mass Planner themselves, can say the same thing. I don't have anyone else on the call right now, but that's fine. But yeah, this software, it's totally turned things around for me. I mean, and the funny thing is, this is one piece of software that I can say, if you have it, if one thing breaks, and what I mean by that, if you have one method that you're using and it stops working, like for that one period, I couldn't use Facebook for a bit because I was banned. Once that stopped working, it was not an issue. And the reason why it was not an issue was because I went to Pinterest and started generating traffic and such from Pinterest. And then, along with that, I started learning how to use Instagram and all these different things. So that's the one great thing about this software, is that, it's not just it's not a one trick pony. Like there's not just one thing that Mass Planner can do. There's so many other different things that it can do. And as I said, a lot of times people think it's just for Facebook group posting. I'll be quite honest with you. I have more success with the contact members module, which allows you to contact members within Facebook groups and on Facebook period. So basically send them a message. I have more success with that module than I have with anything else, especially when it comes to Facebook. It's very stealth, almost like you're stalking with with LinkedIn now.
LinkedIn,
But
yeah.
it's very stealth because most times you end up finding people that are within your niche and that have interest, based on, what you're looking for. Like if you get a person to reply to your message, that's almost instant gratification right there. All right. That's instant interaction. Like when you post something on Facebook, people might comment more info or something like that, but they might not. If a person actually replies to your message, that's just awesome. And that's what I like about messaging. Yeah, the contact module, hands down, man. That probably right now is my best tool. I mean, it gets me traffic to my blog. Gets me everything I need. It's just awesome. Um, but let's see. I think this is actually finished. So let's go to the LinkedIn tool, and then I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Do more tools. And this module actually, or this profile viewer, was just added recently. So yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. And it goes through and it shows you, this profile 0 views, this profile 1 view, 0, 1, and it just goes through to do exactly how many I said. So I said between 18 and 25. You see, it extracted 30. So if I go through and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm kind of old school. I don't know how to count. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, that's between 18 and 25, right? So that's correct. And that's exactly what you tell the software to do, and that's what it does. So, guys, let me get back to my lovely face here and allow Milo to leave and thank him for joining this call again.
Yeah, thank you for having me, George. And I'm sure you can take it from here and explain everything and teach people what they need to know.
Well, this week, honestly, I kind of thought about this call as being one where, I teach people, but honestly, it ended up being, I guess you would say, like a sales pitch or a sales call. But I really don't feel that it was that, because just what this software has to offer and what, I just was able to tell people within, just about an hour there. It's something that's needed. I know there are a lot of other software developers and tools out there that are needed for, people in our industry, but this tool here, hands down, to me, it's just it. And you guys have done a great job. I definitely want to thank you, Ironell, Daniel, Cypher, all of you guys, Gene, all of you guys. I just want to thank you for creating, pretty much the perfect tool. Well, the tool. I'll say the tool. I won't call it the perfect tool yet, because there's still a lot more that you guys I know are adding, and a lot more ambitions that you guys have. But thanks for creating a tool. It's dude, it's awesome. It's awesome. Definitely thumbs up on that.
Thank you for using it and making it more popular, George.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Hopefully we can, as we increase the group, and get to 3,000. Hopefully at the same time, Mass Planner is at maybe 5,000 at that point. Who knows? And if it is at 3,000, I'll be happy with that as well.
Hope so, yeah.
All right. So guys, I'm going to stop the call now. And that is the call for, or the Mass Planner Weekly Hangout Knowledge Share for September 22nd, 2015. Talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.